Hello viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary Series. 4/5C Control versus possibly Red-Green Ramp? Maybe Red-Green Aggro? Don't quite know for certain yet. But Control threw out a Kolagon's command to kill off the Undergrowth Champion while it had no counters on it, and forced him to discard a Wastes. Sylvan Advocate, Nissa's Pilgrimage, Siege Rhino for control, 2 mana open for red-green. But more importantly, Sylvan Advocate's now 4/5. And since he has Vigilance, he can attack in here, deal 4 damage, and still have a blocker for the Siege Rhino since they'll bounce off each other. So, control's down to 18. Firing off the fetch land. And the other fetch land. And Kalidas. Follows it up with a roast to kill off the Sylvan Advocate, which nets him a zombie and clears the way for the Siege Rhino. 4 damage, so red-green is down to 9. And he's looking at a very unfriendly board here. He needs to drop a bomb quick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. He could throw down a World Breaker here. Or Dragon Lord Atarka. Unfortunately, 5 damage will only get him 1 creature. So he gets rid of the Siege Rhino. All he needed was 1 more damage and he could have killed off both Kalidas and the zombie token. And no plays from control, so it goes back to ramp. Who has stabilized thanks to Dragon Lord Atarka. Throws down an Undergrowth Champion. And follows it up with an Exquisite Firecraft to kill off Kalidas. But Control responds and sacrifices the zombie to give Kalidas +2/+2. So Exquisite Firecraft doesn't kill him. So now he has a 5/6 Kalidas. Goes down a land. Undergrowth Champion becomes a 3/3. And he attacks in here. I was just contemplating that myself. Do you risk attacking in here given the fact that you're on 9 life? When your opponent is playing 4 colors and a lot of them have options to get rid of that 1 creature. But he ultimately decides to attack in for 8, so that knocks control down to 8. So control is in lethal range now, thanks to Dragon Lord Atarka. If he can't take care of her, he's dead. Attacks in with Kalidas for 5. Block with the Undergrowth Champion since it will prevent the damage. Throws down a Siege Rhino. So now he's up to 11, so he's not in immediate danger of dying, unless of course red and green has another Exquisite Firecraft in his hand. In which case he can dome him in the head with 4 damage and then kill him with Atarka. Oath of Nissa. Finds a mountain, which gets another counter on Undergrowth Champion. And one card in hand. Nissa's Renewal. That'll put him up to 13 and make the Undergrowth Champion a 6/6. And then on top of that, he still has the Blighted Woodland that he can sacrifice to get more land and more counters on the Undergrowth Champion. So now he's in a very good position. He can attack in here with Dragonlord Atarka pretty safely. Oh, and he's going with the Undergrowth Champion. I have to say, that's pretty ballsy. Okay, mans up a Shambling Vent, so he can block the Undergrowth Champion. And unfortunately, thanks to the champion's ability of preventing the damage, he gains no life from the lifelink. He still takes the 8 damage from Atarka and goes down to 3. He's got a clear field to attack with. 5, 9, 10, 11. He just needs a little more boost. He needs 2 damage. A Wild Slash, another Siege Rhino, his own Exquisite Firecraft, Anafenza. That, well, thanks to the Shambling Vent, he's up to 10. So Dragonlord Atarka can't kill him. And he does have a blocker for the Undergrowth Champion, no matter how big the champion gets. Because, luckily for Control, Champion does not have Trample. But he's going all out. He's firing off all of his land search to make the champion as big as physically possible. He is out of cards in his hands, so he's just going for the brute force at the moment. The problem is that he's on 2. He needs to kill Control this turn, and he can't. And now Control wins because he has 3 attackers versus 2 blockers. Or he just throws down a second Siege Rhino. And Ramp concedes the whole match. I was just about to say I'm going to call the video there since that game ran long. But that was Red Green Ramp versus 4/5C Control. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button.